Alright guys, so welcome back to another brand new video. I hope you guys are all doing well and I hope you guys are all hanging in there because crypto right now guys, okay, right now it is in fact having a crash. Bitcoin is down, Ethereum is down, and yes, altcoins are in fact continuing to drop even more. We saw yesterday a fair few altcoins were in fact dropping. Seems like today more of that is in fact happening. So we are in fact seeing more altcoins dropping, and yes, this time Bitcoin is dropping even more. So yesterday, yes, we saw altcoins dropping, but yesterday we didn't quite see Bitcoin dropping as much as altcoins. But yes, Bitcoin right now is dropping. Okay, so right now Bitcoin's currently at $28,000, 28,800. So Bitcoin is way below $29,000 now. Okay, so Bitcoin is obviously crashing. Ethereum is now below $1,800. I feel like we have in fact been seeing Ethereum below $1,800 for quite some time, but right now it's just below $1,800. Okay, and yes, fair few altcoins are in fact dropping today. So there is obviously a lot of heavy selling going on right now. Someone out there is selling a lot of Bitcoin, right? And that's what's pretty much causing, the market to drop as well, guys, right? So someone out there is obviously selling. And I told you guys in yesterday's video, since the market was in fact down, overall the market, right? The crypto market was in fact down like over 1%. I told you guys that, in the next few days, Bitcoin has to do something. Whether Bitcoin was in fact going to pump up to the upside, right? Or dump, it has to do something, right? Because we have in fact been seeing Bitcoin, okay, if we go to the daily time frame here, we have in fact been seeing Bitcoin, pretty much consolidate, right, for quite some time, for almost 2 months, right? We have in fact been seeing Bitcoin in between, $31,000 to 30K to even $29,000. Okay, we know a couple of weeks ago Bitcoin did in fact break resistance of 30K right down here. So you guys have to understand, right? Bitcoin has in fact been consolidating for pretty much almost 2 months, right? It hasn't really been moving at these levels. And right now, you guys clearly see Bitcoin is in fact breaking down further down to the downside, which means we might actually see Bitcoin, right, drop further down to the downside, guys. Okay, we might actually see that, meaning we might actually see Bitcoin drop to like 27 to maybe even 26, right? And I told you guys, I think the lowest Bitcoin can go if it were to have another retest back down to the downside is around $26,000, maybe, right? Maybe. So we will see, guys. But yes, Bitcoin right now is in fact dropping. Overall, the market is down 2%, so way more than where it was yesterday. And you guys clearly see the global crypto market cap has gone down a fair bit as well. It's currently at 1.13 trillion. I believe yesterday it was in fact at like 1.16 trillion. So it's gone down slightly. But yes, you guys clearly see Bitcoin is down 2%, Ethereum is down 1.7%, BNB, XRP both down 2%. Same with Cardano, Dogecoin, okay, down 4%, Solana down 3%, Polygon down 2%, Polkadot, same thing, Litecoin 5%, Shiba Inu today, okay, is down 9%, right? So you guys get the gesture, right? A fair few altcoins are in fact dropping, and if you guys actually look at the 7-day percent, right, a fair few altcoins are in fact down a fair bit, right? Majority of them, not all of them, but some of them are in fact down, over 10%, right? You guys can just clearly see that. So for the past 24 hours, yes, we're in fact seeing more drops, okay, more crashes back down to the downside. But I want to show you guys a fair few charts that we shouldn't be worried, right? Yeah, like, yes, even though, yes, guys, I told you guys this many times, we're not 100%, okay, in the next bull market just yet. We're still in bear conditions, okay? We're still pretty much in the bear market. But I've been telling you guys many times, we are in fact in the early stages of the next bull market, right? We know the halving is obviously about to happen for Bitcoin, and we know exactly what that means, okay? Every single time we have the Bitcoin halving event, that's where we tend to see Bitcoin pump the most. But understand, once the halving actually happens, we don't see Bitcoin pump straight away. It pumps in the next few months. You got to give it time, right? Just like what we saw in 2020. In 2020, our most previous halving event, we didn't see Bitcoin pump shit away once the halving actually happened, right? Actually, it's really started to pump towards the end of 2020. So I really do believe, the end of 2024, that is when we're going to really see Bitcoin pump. And of course, 2025. Okay. So short term, guys, yes, in the next upcoming few weeks, and of course, the next upcoming few months, we might actually see Bitcoin and crypto drop further down to the downside. I stay at this level, but I still believe, and I've been mentioning this many times, that I do in fact see at least a 50K Bitcoin, towards the end of this year in 2023. That is just my personal opinion. And hey, if it doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen. And if it does happen, which I think it will, cool, it happens, right? But I understand when Bitcoin reaches back up to like 50K, it's not going to reach back up to its previous highs. We know Bitcoin's previous highs is in fact around 69K. So we still have a lot of time and room to grow before Bitcoin does in fact reach back up to its previous highs, right? So yeah, Bitcoin is dropping, but I do in fact want to show you guys a fair few charts. I actually showed you guys this chart. I want to start with this chart because it's really, really important, because Bitcoin is in fact crashing right now, okay, having a drop. But this chart right here does in fact show you guys that Bitcoin is nearly about to cross below the primary uptrend line that began pretty much at the start of this year in 2023. Okay, and I actually showed you guys this chart in last night's video, right, in my most previous video. So if you guys haven't seen that video, you should definitely check it out. But actually, I can actually show you guys this primary uptrend line. Okay, this uptrend line, if we go to just zoom out a little bit, you guys can clearly see this is where we are right now. Okay, and yes, we know Bitcoin has in fact been pumping, okay, throughout 2023. We are in fact pretty much in recovery mode. We are in fact in the pre-halving event, okay, for Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's obviously slowly recovering. We know we hit bottom right down here last November around $15,000, and we actually saw Bitcoin not really moving. It was in fact steadily consolidating at around like 16K, and then all of a sudden early of January this year we saw Bitcoin pump, right? And then we saw it drop, and then we saw it pump, and then we saw Bitcoin slowly have a slow downtrend right here, and then it pumped, right, having another leg up, and this is where we are right now for Bitcoin, right? So you guys clearly see a fair few times Bitcoin did in fact bounce from this trend line, right here, okay, and right here, and you guys can see right now Bitcoin is looking like it might actually touch this primary uptrend line, right? Or maybe it will most likely break below it, right? So we might actually see Bitcoin break this line, okay? And if it does, yes, Bitcoin's most likely maybe gonna drop to like $27,000, okay, right at this line right here, or maybe even 26, which is down here, or maybe even 25. We will see, but I think $26,000 is the lowest point we will in fact see Bitcoin go. Okay, I just have a feeling. I'm just predicting here, guys. But yes, you guys clearly see, okay, Bitcoin is looking like it might actually break this line very, very soon. So we will see, guys. But so far, Bitcoin is still looking pretty good. Okay, it's looking like Bitcoin is in fact slowly forming a downtrend, just like where it was a couple of months ago back in May, right? And then it just had another leg up. Okay, we might not even see Bitcoin drop back down to like 27K, right? So we will see, guys. Okay, but so far Bitcoin, in my opinion, okay, if we really just zoom out, it's still holding up very, very well, and that's just personally my opinion. Okay, so that's that, right? That's that. So right now we are in fact in pretty much in recovery mode. Okay, so Bitcoin, okay, back in 2011 to 2013, you guys can see 2011 was in fact consolidating. 2014, same thing. 2018, pretty much the same as well, and 2019. And you guys clearly see where we are right now. Okay, Bitcoin is pretty much gonna consolidate, right, even more in the next upcoming few months. Okay, and we know the halving is obviously right around the corner. It's gonna happen pretty much next year in April. Okay, so the bull run is in fact about to happen. Okay, and I told you guys many times, it's very simple, how the patterns and cycles work for Bitcoin. Pretty much every 4 years, we always enter, the halving event always happens, and we always enter, the next bull market, and then a bear market comes along, and then, always, pretty much every 4 years, we always, enter the next halving, right? So it's always the same pattern, guys, for Bitcoin, right? We always enter whether it's a bear market or a bull market. So it's looking pretty good for Bitcoin, guys. Okay, in the next upcoming few years, of course, 2024 and 2025, those are in fact going to be some amazing years for Bitcoin and crypto, right? For Bitcoin, because it's going to pump like crazy, of course, because of the Bitcoin halving event. And of course, alt season is coming. Okay, we all know that, meaning majority of altcoins in the crypto market will pump. Okay, alt season is obviously right around the corner. So we know that, guys. So just understand, right? The bull market is in fact coming, guys. Okay, yeah, short term, okay, it may not seem like that. We have to go through these ups and downs. We know Bitcoin is obviously really, really volatile, especially during these times right now, because it's gonna continue to consolidate at these levels. So that's that, guys. Okay, we're just gonna deal with it. But soon enough, we're gonna see some massive, massive pumps up to the upside, right? Then no other bull market that we have in fact seen in the past. This next upcoming bull market is going to be completely different compared to the other bull markets and bull runs that we have in fact been seeing throughout Bitcoin history, right? So that's that, because I really do believe trillions of dollars will in fact be poured into the market. We know major institutions are in fact getting into the crypto space. BlackRock, Fidelity, Vanguard, Invesco, you name it, right? All the big guys are in fact coming in. So obviously trillions of dollars will in fact be poured into the crypto market in the next bull market, right? So just think about that. Okay, so that's that. So yeah, we have already reached bottom. Okay, so for all the people out there thinking that we will in fact see Bitcoin drop back down to like 16K or 15K or even below 20K, you're wrong. Okay, that's not gonna happen for Bitcoin. Okay, no way. Okay, we will in fact see Bitcoin go back to its bottom. That has never happened in Bitcoin history. You guys could see back in like 2014, we hit bottom. Bitcoin never went back down to that level, right? And then, of course, 2019, we hit bottom. And you guys could see ever since then, Bitcoin has never hit back down to its bottom. So you guys could see we hit 15K last year in 2022, okay? And you guys could see, right, that was in fact Bitcoin's bottom. And it is in fact forming a new pattern up to the upside. So there's no way in hell we're going to see Bitcoin drop back down to like 15K or even below 20K, right? That is just never going to happen. Okay, say goodbye to that. So if you missed the opportunity on buying Bitcoin when it was below $20,000, meaning when Bitcoin was at like 19 to 18K to 17 to, or even 16 to 15, right? You can buy it now. Okay, because you guys understand it's obviously still a great time to buy Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is dropping today, you know what I mean? And the market is dropping as well, right? So altcoins are obviously dropping. So today is obviously a great time to buy more, to stack more. Okay, Bitcoin is still nowhere near its previous all-time highs. Okay, we're still in bear conditions. Okay, so we're still pretty much in a bear market. So if you missed the opportunity to buy Bitcoin when it was below 20K or even at 20K, you can buy some now, in my opinion, right? It's still a great buy right now. We're still in the buy zone. We're still in the accumulation phase. So in my opinion, I think still right now, it's still a great buy for Bitcoin. But you guys can see we have a long way to go for Bitcoin, right? So it's still a great buy buying down here, because Bitcoin is going to easily reach back up to its previous highs, which was around 69K. That's what I want you guys to understand. So we have a long way to go. Okay, you guys can see that. Once the halving happens, which is right here, with this black line, right around April, that's when we're gonna really see Bitcoin pump. So 2024 is gonna be an amazing year for Bitcoin and crypto, especially 2025. So be pumped for that. Now this chart is showing you guys that based on the 4-year cycle and trending channel, Bitcoin price is going to over 300K by December 2025. And I've been showing you guys a fair few charts indicating that Bitcoin will in fact reach over $300,000 in the next bull market. And this chart just shows you guys, okay, this is just another chart that I found and I thought was pretty interesting, that we could potentially see Bitcoin reach 300K. Is it 300K? I think it is. Yeah. $300,000 in the next bull market. Now I've been mentioning this many times. in the next bull market, I think the top is going to be around 200k to 250 to around maybe even 300k, right? If you guys have in fact been watching my videos, then I have in fact been mentioning that many times. So we will see, right? But if Bitcoin were to reach that price, then this is pretty much what the chart would look like. I think it's a bit higher than that. I don't know why it's showing like that. Yeah, okay. Anyways, moving on. The Fingreed index is currently in neutral right now, so it's at 50. So it seems like investors are not quite sure how they feel. Okay, yesterday it was in fact in neutral, last week it was in neutral, last month we were actually in greed mode, right? So right now, seems like investors are not quite sure yet. I actually thought this would actually go down, further down, like it'll be a bit lower, because since the market is obviously, having a little drop right now, a little crash. So I would have thought that this would drop further down. Maybe it will tomorrow, but we will see. But so far it's at 50, so it's right in the middle. It's at neutral. So it seems like investors are not quite sure how they feel about the crypto market, right? So that's that. Now, the Bitcoin monthly returns so far this month, not looking too good. We're down 1.4% for Bitcoin. And August, I'm not going to be surprised, right? If this month we do in fact see Bitcoin not really performing too well, because usually August is not a great month for Bitcoin. And you guys clearly see September. We know September is a terrible month for Bitcoin. You guys clearly see previous years, 2022, 2021, and 2020, even in like later years, 2019, 2018, 2017, were all red months for Bitcoin. Okay, so I'm not going to be surprised if, this year for September, if we do in fact see another red month for Bitcoin, right? That's just most personally my opinion. Okay, so September, I'm not too excited about that, but I'm going to buy more, right? If I see Bitcoin crashing and dropping even more, just like what it's doing today, I'm obviously clearly going to stack more Bitcoin, right? I'm going to be preparing myself for the next bull market, right? So that's just my personal opinion. So that's that. But yeah, guys, even though yes, the markets are in fact dropping right now, don't be fearful. Okay, this is to be expected, and I've been mentioning that many times throughout my videos that we might actually see Bitcoin drop further down to the downside, and of course other altcoins, right? Just crypto market in general. Okay, and that's exactly what it's doing today, right? This morning. So don't be fearful. Understand, okay, that this is a great opportunity to buy more. Okay, don't be feared. Buy this. Don't be spooked out or anything like this, guys. Like, buy more today. That's just personally my opinion. And I might actually go ahead and buy more Bitcoin, buy more Ethereum as well, and maybe some other altcoins that I have in fact been investing in as well, because altcoins are in fact dropping like crazy, right? And it has been for the past like few days, for the past like week. So it's a great buying opportunity right now to buy more. So I might go ahead and do that. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you guys have not yet already. More videos will in fact be coming your way today. So stay tuned for that. And I'll catch you guys all in my next video.